Hey, what's up? It's Matt for 360 Investigations, and welcome to episode 4 of A Journey in the Making. This video serves two purposes. First, to go over a problem that YouTube hiking channels inadvertently create without realizing it. And second, this will explain to you in the next video I make about the YouTubers on who I watch to do my research and stuff like that. So let me get right into it by going over the first part of this, which is the problem YouTube hiking channels create inadvertently that they don't realize. Okay, so where to begin with this is people will say that there's no universal gear list, and this is true to an extent. But due to the influx of hikers and YouTube channels, things like that, the algorithm will push certain YouTubers in front of other YouTubers. That's just how the algorithm works. So when you have channels like Kyle Hates Hiking, Dan Becker, Homemade Wanderlust, just YouTube channels like that, what winds up happening is they get pushed in the forefront. And even though they're not really related to each other as far as knowing or being friends or anything else, the algorithm winds up categorizing them in the same way. What happens now is these these channels, they go over gear reviews and things like that they use. And what winds up happening is they all show the same pieces of gear. Meaning, most of them will show an X-Mid Pro tent. Most of them will show Durston stuff. Sorry, that is Durston. But they'll show Z-Pack items, and they'll show very specific pieces of gear. Thermarest, the pads. If you look at all of these channels, they all showcase literally the same type of, or the same pieces of gear by the same manufacturers. Now, that may be their opinion, and, that's just what their channels do. The inadvertent problem it creates is when you have all of these channels that are pushed into the forefront by the algorithm, all showing the same pieces of gear, what that creates is a inadvertent universal gear list. So while you have people saying, well, this is just what I use, or you have channels that are pushed to the forefront by the algorithm saying, here's the gear reviews, best gear of, or this is the best gear that I've used, or whatever it is, you have them all saying the same thing, and then you all have them showing the same tent, the same air mattress, the same pumps, pillows, gear, whatever. What happens is you have 5 or 6 or 7, even 10 YouTube channels all showing the same pieces of gear, which sends the message that that is the only gear to bring. It just inadvertently happens. So I just wanted to bring that up when you're watching YouTube channels, because this should help you out in the next episode that I'll be uploading, which is how I did my research for the hike that I'm doing for the gear pieces and stuff like that, and who I watched and things like that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because it's very interesting how inadvertently and by accident a group of people can wind up creating basically a universal gear list without knowing it, and then saying, well, there's no universal gear list. It's very bizarre. But I just wanted to point out that in this next, the reason why I said this information is important for this video is to help you understand what I did from when I was watching YouTube channels, things like that. So that's basically it. I wanted to get this out of the way. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I just wanted to bring this up because, again, I'm going over all parts of this, including the stuff people don't take a liking to. So that's basically it. Watch wherever you want. But again, in the next episode, I'm going to be going over how I picked my gear list and what YouTubers I watched and things like that. So that being said, see you next episode. Matt for 360 Investigations signing out. Have a good one.